Look who's back. Back again. Lucy's back. Broke Jake's car. Yeah, so you guys saw in one of our previous videos, me and Nick ripping his Pro XP. Little flashback. Oh, he blew about. He blew about. He blew about, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jake. This is the fastest car I've ever drove in my life.
I could hear you yelling.
I'm like, holy shit, this thing is crazy, dude. This is the fastest car I've ever drove in my life. This is nuts.
So, yeah, Nick actually blew apart the case.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, that's why he's not here. We blew apart the case, the inner case of the clutch housing, so we're actually replacing it right now.
Figured we'd show you.
Figured we'd show you guys. We're part way through the process, but we know what we're kind of doing now.
A little bit. Yeah, so we figured we'd bust out the camera since we know what we're doing now. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, but it's actually not as bad as it seemed, though. Like, it's going smoother than I would think. So
yeah,
we'll show you guys a little bit right now.
Definitely.
Yeah, so right here is the damage me and Nick did. She exploded, man. The belt kind of broke right in half, and I think it just B-slapped that sucker right in the back and exploded it, man.
Yeah, this is like the part where the secondary goes. So like the primary, secondary. I think the belt broke, made its way around on the last little bit, did a little slap on its way out the thigh.
Yeah.
And
didn't notice it for a second until we were putting the belt on, video's over, and we just didn't want to show you guys. But here's us putting it in. So here's a new one. Obviously, you can see how fresh he is. There's a couple components that do attach to it, like this other piece, and then your exit for the belt if it explodes. Those do attach to it. You can separate them. It does go through your transmission mount.
Yep.
So you do got to have like a little pry bar under there, bubble wrap. Or what we did was actually have a ratchet strap around supporting it up, which worked great until it got in the way.
yeah, it was in the way. So if you do the ratchet strap method, keep in mind, don't put the strap in the way to pull the like cover out, because you'll have to undo the strap later.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's out, and we're going to put it back together at this point, and it's a fairly easy job, so don't feel like the end of the world if you break your clutch covers.
Yeah.
I was stressing. It's actually easy.
Yeah. You can. It looks crazy with nothing in here, man. You got access to everything. So good time to clean out your engine bay. Find all your little broken belt pieces from the past.
I pulled a few out, and I blew off everything with air, like the holes that the bolts go through, just common stuff.
Yeah. So you can see, you got these guys, which is all towards the secondary area. You got these two long ones. That's what's going through your transmission. You can actually see them. They both go right here, and they're long. They go all the way to the other side. Your biggest issue is the nuts, because these all have nuts on them, and you got to be on the other side while somebody's on this side with an impact. Yeah. This is an impossible job, in my opinion, for one person.
Probably, because you definitely got to have someone hanging on to the other side.
Yeah.
You can use you have to use a wrench on the very top one, and the socket will work on the other ones.
Yeah,
it's tight. You can do it.
We'll show you guys a little bit here in a second. We just wanted to give you an idea of what is going on, because we skipped the whole uninstalling process. So we're getting ready for our big race, the RBOR race. You guys have seen it multiple times. Hour and a half on like a 6-mile track. It is the craziest, roughest race we normally do. The Red Bull one was right there with it.
Yeah, you just want to make sure your car's ready, and that's what we're here doing. We're getting ready for the RBOR race, number 2.
Number 2 of this year, man. Last at the first race, what'd you get? Third?
Nick's in first. In the NA class, I'm in third in the
turbo class. So
there'll be some tough competition at this one. We definitely want to make sure we're dialed. Got some new tires. So.
Oh yeah, here, let's show those guys the new tires. Our boys from Classic Motorsports, dude, hooked us up with some sweet new tread. This is actually a King of the Hammers tire, apparently.
Yeah, it's a new tire. 8-ply, 43 pounds. It's the Maxxis Razor, R-A-Z-O-R MT. They're 32s and a half, I guess, but
they're dang near 33.
Yeah,
on a 32.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I want. So my car wants 32/33s. Got my own now, and these ones are made for the type of racing that we're going to be doing. We're going to Glamis. We're going to be racing in Tennessee. These are like rock and desert tires. Here in Michigan we got sand, so it makes up for the desert part of it, and it'll help us in the rocks and the RBOR. So we're pumped, and it'll give us the ground clearance.
I really think this is going to be a versatile tire for what we're doing. Here, hold that sucker up, Jake. I mean, the tread pattern you can see is nothing crazy like your carnivore that he's used to riding.
Yeah,
but
I feel like I was struggling with the carnivores with so much side bite, you know, and from what I've heard with these, there's not as much side bite, obviously, as you can see, but it'll help me drift a little.
Yeah, I actually think these might be pretty good even for the fair race if we really air them up and stuff.
Yeah.
And all you people that are asking us, why would your tires ever be at 25 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, you should do some fair racing.
Yeah, it's
you might understand.
Yeah, it's not soft stuff. It's very hard packed, and you don't want tire flex, so you air them up hard.
Yeah, and you spin, man. You want the spinning.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah, you guys
do.
keyboard warriored up on that 25 pounds a little
5
bit.
pounds, maybe 20, whatever. You know, I ain't no freaking professional out here. I'm learning. Dude.
Hey, we're getting the experience though. But again, huge shout out to Classic Motorsports.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for hooking us up with these tires, and man, I cannot wait. They are light for the size, guys. And also, we're gonna have some Pro R tires coming here, man. Yeah,
Stay
they're gonna be
tuned
coming.
for that.
And
Pro R build alone, you guys get ready.
Well, it's sitting at Classic Motorsports right now because I had an oil leak. 4-wheel drive does not want to work when there's resistance, and I got a major clunk, and I think it's one of my shocks. So
Once those silly little things get fixed, I think she'll come around.
yeah, that thing's a pile of
Doo-doo.
Yeah.
The parts that we already have sitting in the garage right now
Aren't
we're gonna
doo-doo.
Save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, well, this ain't that bad.
heck, dude. During this video, I might as well show them my BA new trailer, dude.
The haul rig.
Yeah, dude. So this is a 34-foot cross trailer, triple axle, torsion axles, and man, this thing, screwless siding, mid-city trailer, man. These are your guys to get your enclosed trailer from. They are the bomb. Based out of Elkhart, Indiana. You can go up there, give him a call, and he can give you an idea of what you would need. He is an enclosed carrier dealer. He does open, he does all the trailers for Side by Side blog. This guy is an enthusiast of the sport, and you have questions of what trailer you should be getting. This is a guy to talk to. He knows heights, everything. Super friendly to deal with. Get a hold of Keen. He can help you with this whole situation. He's the guy to talk to. He's the owner of the business and everything. He has made sure that my trailer is what I wanted. So here she is, guys. Look at this. I did the floor in the walls. So it was all plywood, but I did the garage flooring on it, finished her off, and then just painted the walls white. And man, it's dark in there so you can't see, but she's beautiful, dude. She's beautiful. This ain't gonna be our normal trailer where we got the wedge, yeah, but this will be for like maybe going to the dunes. If we only have 3 rigs, they'll fit in here. Beautiful trailer, mid-city.
Check them out.
Give him a call. Keen is your guy.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody's interested, my black trailer is actually for sale. It is a 30-foot, 6-foot Vino. It's got the ramp in the front. It actually has the side door also. It is a 7-foot door opening. Spaced out tandem axle. Yeah, she's definitely had some miles, but man, I'll give you guys a good deal. It's an enclosed trailer, E-track, the whole setup. You'll be ready to go.
Not going good now.
Polaris, you suck, dude. Like, okay, so we get the new inner housing, and check this out. All the holes that your plastic cover would go into, and the one on top for the exit gate, if your belt explodes, 0 threads.
No threads.
No threads.
What's up, Polaris?
There's no way that this thing doesn't come without threads. You're telling me we need to tap and die it? You're lying. You're lying. This is BS. I'm sick and tired of the Polaris quality control. I'm sitting here with a way overpriced Pro R and it never works. It just always has problems. What do I see online? Everybody just having problems. This is a Polaris fanboy saying this. I'm tired of your crap, Polaris. I'm tired of you not sponsoring us. I'm tired of you giving me crappy cars. I'm tired of these parts being like this.
Unacceptable. Every single hole. No threads. You can't thread this in. There's nothing. Dude.
There's 0 threads for all of them.
And we got a race. And Polaris, you're making my life harder.
You already make it hard enough to get the parts, but you don't even want to finish the job. Like, get the heck out of town. What is this made at? Friday at 5 p.m. You're like, just ship them out, man. Who needs threads? They'll figure it out.
Dude.
I mean, we're just boning them over on overpriced everything. Yeah, that's my Polaris rant for this video. I'm like, dude, I know you're all gonna be like, go to Can-Am. How about Polaris just make your car right? Just do it. Like, if it takes you selling less units, quality control needs to be a priority. Because right now, it is the worst I've ever seen it. I mean, I'm usually like defending those guys, but I'm ready to help you guys burn down the building. Like, screw you, Polaris.
Not
Screw
cool,
you.
man. Not cool. It's just gonna make for another long night in the shop. So
Yeah,
we're gonna do it. We'll do it for you.
We'll do it for you, but like this was going pretty buttery smooth, and I even said it a couple times. Like, man, it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and it ain't even our fault. It ain't even our fault. It's your fault, Polaris. I'm going to the Can-Am. That's not true. Maybe, who knows, dude? I'm 2 seconds away from converting. I'm so pissed. Like, I'm so tired of this.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm so mad that I'm letting the whole world down right now. Like, you Polaris.
And bam.
That's a tap and die kit right there, dude.
Yeah. Apparently, these bolts or screws or whatever you want to call them can self-tap themselves.
I don't know about that, but it works.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull them all back up. It does work. Here's proof. Look, we just literally, there was no threads in there as you guys seen. Look.
It works.
It kind of,
It works.
It ain't stupid if it works. So let's pull them all back out and inspect the threads.
Yeah. Dude, they
Look perfect.
They look perfect. They can't see it, but we can. Dude, it worked.
They look perfect.
We got the tap and die kit, but it was like, man, this is going to take forever. And we tried one, and it worked so well. Why not? I mean, I wasn't even going to show you guys, but whatever. It ain't stupid if it works.
Yeah.
So you can see here on the inner lining cover, there's another metal piece on top of here. And the same thing, man. We just drilled them right in. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. It works. It's super easy. It takes no time. And then there's also the exhaust gate for your belt. If it blows up, that goes right here. You got to put this piece on first and then put that one on next. One and done.
That's it.
It's not one and done. It works.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, it's a life motto. Also on here, these are all like reusable spots for zip ties. Once you clip them, you just put new zip ties in there. So you get all of your wiring harness and stuff lined up perfectly. And now it's time for the big job. The transmission is just sitting there, so we're gonna have to slip her on and wiggle her around here a little bit, but that's where the ratchet strap comes into play that we talked about earlier. Yep. And this pry bar. So
just gotta get the holes lined up, and then we'll use our clutch alignment tool to make sure it's true, and then we'll be good.
There is a little reusable seal on the back. You can see these little things at the end. They just poke right out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. A little dab of grease, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried it without grease. It was like really hard and didn't seem like it wanted to go in. Gave her a little dab of grease.
Oops, sorry.
She went right in.
Well, simple as that, dude. Simple Jack.
So it goes like this.
Man, it's gonna be the shiniest thing on this car. Yeah. Look at that, man, like a glove, dude.
There's a wire getting pinched behind it right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. You need to be super careful about that.
Take a look behind it.
I see it. Alright, I need to get my hand in there. Bye-bye, camera.
Got the old blue Loctite on there.
Yep. Don't forget the Loctite.
Now we're going to do the ones that go to the motor first.
These do not have nuts on the back. They just go thread right in.
Yeah, it's going to be the most stationary thing, and we won't probably tighten them all the way. We'll get them started.
Yeah.
Like that feels good.
That's probably good for that guy.
Feels good. I'll grab another one.
Something that you guys missed that we should probably tell you. I'm holding bread. It seems really weird, right? So when we're getting the primary clutch off of this P90 clutch, you can pop off the outer sheath, but to get the inner sheath off, you got to use a clutch puller like you normally do to take off all your other clutches.
Yeah.
Well, we were having trouble.
When when you've never taken it off from the factory, 1,500 miles, things seem to get stuck. So,
But we always put grease on the end of it because it makes it like a hydraulic press.
yeah, that didn't work. So had to pull a little trick out of the book.
Bread.
It
really changed the game.
Put a little ball on the end and it's like stuff it in there, like where it would fit, and it like compresses it and it works.
Yeah, I wish I would have had on tape, man.
I think
Yeah.
we're out of blue Loctite.
I got more. Holy smokies.
It's kind of a doozy.
Yeah, you can see the sweat on his face, man.
Getting the transmission lined up with the bolts that go into the actual engine itself is pretty hard.
Yeah, so this is what we concoct. We had ourselves a ratchet strap around the rear to force the transmission forward, and then we have a jack underneath picking it up.
Up and forward.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Just
It's
gotta
hard,
deal with
man. It takes a lot of finessing and patience, which we are thin of right now.
Yeah, very thin. But the threads are still alive on all the bolts.
Yeah, everything's all
You
good.
could easily mess it up by like forcing it through, so you don't want to do that. And
Don't force
these are
it.
kind of the bolts that go through the transmission on the Pro XP that I have are totally special. You won't be able to get those from a hardware.
Yeah.
Maybe the ones that go into the engine, but take your time. Don't mess the threads up. You have to do the bolts on the engine first to get it up against the engine, and then you can do the transmission. Is what we
Yeah.
figured out.
Yeah.
If you do it the other way around, you're fighting it.
So we had one of the bolts actually in
Yeah.
for here. So these are the long bolts that are going through your engine and your transmission, connecting them. And then these ones, these fixed ones, we worked on those. That was the best combination, we come to find out. Sorry we couldn't show you. We really just had to tackle this sucker
Kinda
together.
kicked our butts.
Yeah. Clutch maintenance, huge necessity.
Yeah. Scotch Brite pad and some elbow grease.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can see I just went through here. Do a little more. I feel like it could never hurt, you know. It cleans it right up, and it was so dirty.
Yeah, I mean, these
Go through.
clutches are constantly just getting pounded with
Yeah,
dirt.
I mean, I keep my clutches pretty clean, and I haven't blown it out yet. And just look at that. I mean, it's.
Oh, wow, look at...
I'm
wow.
always blowing my clutches out, and that was like one ride, so it's pretty important. So just go through and clean them, especially before a big race, you know.
Yeah, no
Keep them
kidding.
babies clean.
Exactly.
It helps.
Check
all
out
the
the
little
AA Helix, dude.
Boom.
It's looking
Performance
sharp.
Helix, 1065. That's what it is. Yeah. They got the Performance Helix or the High Load Helix. We're running the Performance Helix.
And then he's also got his revolver clutch over there.
Yep.
That's just the
So
cover.
look, that's unscotch braided, and these are clean.
Oh, yeah, huge difference.
So-
Especially if you blow a belt, man.
Yeah, the residue from the belt stays, and the Scotch Braid actually helps with grabbing the belt.
Memory cloth, whatever you got.
Yeah, I mean, here's like a quarter of the.
Look at that. That's like a Magic Eraser commercial, dude.
Yeah.
It's the next morning. This sucker's all put together. Clutches are on. And check out these Maxxis Razor tires on my System 3 rims, man. Wow. This thing looks sharp. It's just so much better with bigger tires on it than those 30s.
I agree. I'm just letting some air out. I'm gonna run 10 pounds for the race, so.
I'm excited to see how these tires perform, honestly. That's
They
what
look
I'm...
so good, dude. Hopefully they do as good as they look.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We're ready.
If your car performs as good as it looks right now, like, we're gonna be sitting okay.
I'm loving it.
I mean, these rims and tires with the Voodoo cage. Oh, dude. You want any of this stuff, links below. We got these from Classic Motorsports. Obviously, Voodoo cage. Check those guys out. We're getting everything wrapped up, though. We're getting ready to go pre-run this RBOR race, man. So,
Craziest one of them all.
yeah, is
Michigan.
it? Yeah, I mean, it is definitely the craziest Michigan race. That's
Yeah.
100%
You guys want to
true.
come test your skills? There's one more toward the end of this year, and then there's a whole nother series next year, Twisted Trails in
Yeah.
Clackamas, Michigan.
The last race is actually going to be 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's gonna be longer. It's
So-
a point series and stuff, so
Jake's
come on
in
out, check it
third.
out. Yeah.
Nick's in first.
Come race with me.
That's a wrap, though. We're getting ready to go pre-run, so stay tuned for that video. Pre-run, then race. Things are going to get crazy. We appreciate all you guys for watching and supporting us. Hit up our links below. We got Patreon, longer videos, ad-free, early access, plus Dirt Dudes UTV for all your AA parts. News of what we're doing, like you would know we're going to be going to this race. Even if you're not racing, even if you don't have a rig, you could come hang out and watch it. It's super exciting. And most importantly, appreciate all you guys for watching. You guys take it easy. Lauren's eating a sucker.
Yeah!